Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving deep into the strategic heart of APBA football's master game. We're going to take you from just rolling the dice to being a true sideline general.
So, if you've ever opened up that rule book and felt, whoa, that is a lot, you are not alone. I mean, even a Hall of Famer like Greg Barath, the author of our source material, he admits it right here. It was information overload at first. So yeah, that feeling of just staring at a wall of text, totally normal.
But don't worry, we're going to break it all down for you. Here's our game plan. We'll start by leveling up, then we'll master the offense and build an unbeatable defense. After that, we get into the real head games, the strategic chess match, and we'll wrap it up with those special plays that can win you a championship.
All right, let's get into it. This is where we make that jump, right? From the basic game of just rolling dice to the world of real coaching genius.
And this is really the key thing to get. The master game isn't just about adding more rules to memorize. Think of it like this. You are being handed a full coaching toolkit. These aren't just rules, they're the plays, the formations, the strategies you'll use to actually outcoach the person across the table.
So, let's open up that toolkit and start with the offense. We're going to look at how you can use specialized formations to really control the game and dictate the style of attack.
First up, the two tight end offense. You know this one, right? This is your power formation, it's third and short, you got to move the pile. This is what you call pure smash mouth football.
But here's where the strategy comes in. It's all about a trade-off. When you go with two tight ends, your run plays get a sweet two-line boost on the result boards. That's huge. But, and it's a big but, your pass plays take a two-line hit. So you're making a choice. You're saying we're going to run the ball, control the clock, and I'm willing to sacrifice my passing game to do it.
Now, what if you need to do the exact opposite? Maybe you're down late in the game. Well, that's when you go to the three wide receiver offense. You spread the field, get your playmakers in space, and let your quarterback sling it. And it works just like a mirror image of the power set. Your pass plays get that awesome two-line boost, making those big chunk plays way more likely. The cost? You guessed it. Your run game gets a two-line penalty. It's the perfect call for a 2-minute drill when you've got to score and running the ball just isn't an option. Okay, so we've talked offense, but you know how it goes. For every move, there's a counter move. Let's flip over to the defensive side of the ball and build a playbook that can stop anything your opponent throws at you.
So you see your opponent bring in that third receiver, what do? You call a nickel defense. You're basically matching their speed by swapping a linebacker for an extra defensive back. You're saying, I know you want to pass, and I'm ready for it.
And again, it's a calculated risk. The pro is you knock their passing index down a whole grade, like from an A to a B. That's a big deal. The con? Well, if they surprise you and run the ball, you've just made their life easier by boosting their rushing index. It's a gamble, but one you'll make based on the situation.
And if they get really pass-happy, maybe they bring in 4 or even 5 receivers, you can escalate too. That's when you call the dime defense, bringing in a 6th DB. This is your ultimate pass defense. Think third and long, end of the half. You just need to prevent the big play.
Now, let's rewind. Remember that two tight end smash mouth offense we talked about? How do you stop that? Simple. You call a goal line defense. You're basically selling out to stop the run, stacking the line of scrimmage with your biggest players to just create a wall of bodies.
Okay, so now we have the pieces on the board. The offensive sets the defensive counters. This is where it gets really fun. This is where APBA becomes a true chess match. It's not just about the dice roll anymore, it's about getting inside your opponent's head.
And one of the biggest mind games is something called keying or double coverage. This is next level stuff. You're not just guessing run or pass, you're guessing exactly who the ball is going to. You're looking at the down and distance, you know their star running back gets the ball 80% of the time on 3rd and 1, and you make a call.
And man, is it a high-stakes gamble. You have to declare it before they call their play. You say, I'm keen on the running back. If you're right, boom, their play drops 2 whole lines on the result chart. That can turn a touchdown into a 2-yard gain. But if you're wrong, you get nothing, zilch, all risk, no reward.
And just look at how this all stacks up. This chart lays it out perfectly. Look at that top row. The offense goes with their two tight end power run, but you called a goal line defense and you correctly guessed the run was going to that guy. That's a double whammy. The offense suffers a 4-line penalty. That's not just stopping a play, that's blowing it up completely. It's the ultimate reward for outthinking your opponent.
All right, so
Beyond the X's and O's of formations, the master game also gives you a few special plays, the tricks you keep up your sleeve for those do-or-die moments.
And there's no better way to show why these plays matter than to talk about one of the craziest blunders in NFL history, the miracle at the Meadowlands. Seriously, the Giants had the game won, in the bag. All they had to do was take a knee, but they didn't.
And this is why the APBA Master Game has a specific take a knee rule. It's designed for exactly this situation. You lose a couple of yards, sure, but the ball is secure. There is zero chance of a fumble. It's the rule that ensures you never ever have your own miracle at the Meadowlands moment.
But wait, there's more in that bag of tricks. You get audibles, so you can change the play right at the line of scrimmage if you don't like the defense you see. You've got trick plays, think end arounds or a halfback pass to catch them sleeping. And you even have high-risk special teams plays, like faking a punt on 4th down or going for an all-out punt block. These are your wild cards.
So there you have it. From picking your offensive formation to calling the right defensive counter, to playing mind games by keying on players, and having those special plays for clutch moments, you're now ready. You have the full toolkit.
The playbook is officially open. You've got all the tools, all the strategies. So the only question is, what's your first call going to be?